Let's talk about some of those businesses that failed. And I strongly believe that those businesses that I saw failing, they did not fail because the product was not right, or the market was not responding, or there were certain challenges out there. The businesses failed because the leaders who started it, they did not evolve. Very painful truth. Very painful truth. Most of the time, the leaders who start the business are not the ones who build the business. आप में से कितने लोगों ने अपने आसपास organizations को मरते देखा है? And you will agree with me that these organizations did not die overnight. It was a slow death. And the death occurred because the leader who built the organization, they were defending the past. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Now, in order to get the best from my session, you got to pick up a partner. Could be somebody on your left or somebody on your right. When I say, show me your partner, you point your both hands over the person, जो आपका partner है, and I'll say, show me your partners. You go like da 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 da. So 3, 2, 1, show me your partners. अब इस अक्सर के साथ वही है जो real life में हुआ. जिसकी तरफ आपने किया उसने आगे से किसी और की तरफ. How many of you are running a business which is worth $1 million? Oh, round of applause for the millionaires. Excellent. आप वैसे काफी कोशिश कर रहे हैं to become boring audience. मैं आपको boring audience बनने की बिल्कुल इजाजत नहीं दूंगा. The next 20 minutes are going to be exciting. I understand that the one thing all of you have really mastered, and the number of hands that I saw raising, I really understand एक चीज को आप लोगों ने सही तरह से you have mastered, and that is the art of starting. अब सब लोगों ने start कर लिया, and I think you all deserve a huge round of applause because बहुत सारे लोग start ही नहीं कर पाते. So well done for at least starting. But the real challenge, मुझे लगता है, is not starting. A lot of people can start. The real challenge is how to last. Now, I'm a CEO coach. I've had the privilege to work with some of the most successful CEOs in this country. I've traveled 40 countries. I have a client list that increases around 550 companies. और बहुत सारे CEOs जिनको मैं coach कर रहा हूँ, alhamdulillah, for the last few years. They run businesses worth $100 million, or $300 million, and $500 million, and $700 million. And I feel very humbled because इसमें मेरा कोई कमाल नहीं है कि मैं उनको coach करता हूँ. ये उनकी humility है, that they still feel that somebody can teach them something. And one thing that I've learned, and I've seen a lot of businesses succeeding, I've seen a lot of businesses failing. Let's talk about some of those businesses that failed. And I strongly believe that those businesses that I saw failing, they did not fail because the product was not right, or the market was not responding, or there were certain challenges out there. The businesses failed because the leaders who started it, they did not evolve. And very painful truth, very painful truth. Most of the time, the leaders who start the business are not the ones who build the business. And I'm going to give you a very quick, brief case for the future of leadership. And this case is going to help you become the leader, जो आज तो probably आपको नहीं चाहिए, but in order for you to become a leader in the future, the type of leadership that you will require to be able to lead your organization in the future, उसके लिए you got to build this case for yourself. Are you ready for it? So you can make a fist, you can hold it tight when I say, are you ready? You're going to hit it right here, मगर अपने अपने हाथों में, and you say, yes, I am ready. And I'm going to give you this formula that I've coined spending almost last 20 years. Are you ready for it? Excellent. So सबसे पहले, one shift that you all require to become the leader of the future, I call it you got to be connected. And I have a very different definition for connection. If you have somebody on your team or somebody around you who can come and tell you the truth, and they have absolutely no fear of you, and they have no reservation कि आपका reaction क्या होगा, if you got somebody in your team and they can tell you the truth, that is a person that you're connected with. You can have a lot of people around you, freelancers and entrepreneurs, and founders, उनको कोई कमी नहीं है लोगों की. They have so many people around them. But a real challenge is very simple. They don't have people who can give them honest feedback. I'm coaching one organization जिनका CEO is like 20,000 लोगों की कंपनी है, कोई 700-800 मिलियन डॉलर का रेवेन्यू है. But the problem is, आप उसके किसी टीम मेंबर के पास जाए, nobody tells you the truth. कि अगर कैसर अब्बास ने जाके CEO को बता दिया कि हमने आपके बारे में ये कहा है, तो हमारी नौकरी खतरे में पड़ जाएगी. So आपका सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या है? People don't tell you the truth. And when they're not telling you the truth, they are silent. You produce what we call silent teams. And the silent teams are going to produce mistakes which are going to be very expensive. You don't afford those mistakes. So my homework for each one of you is this. Do you have somebody on your team right now who can come and tell you the truth? And my next question is, if you have one, you're very lucky. But the question is, what was the last time that the person actually came to you and told you the truth? And even more painful, what was the last time when you approached that individual and you asked for the feedback? You don't have a feedback problem, you probably have a permission problem. And I'm saying this with a lot of responsibility because I work with so many CEOs, nobody dares telling them the truth, and that's the reason they're having so many blind spots. So if you really want to be connected with people around you, you got to become approachable and you got to give them the permission to be able to give you the feedback. I want you to look at the person on your left and right and say what got you here won't get you there. Can you please do that? Look at the person on your left and right and say what got you here won't get you there. 3, 2, 1, go. What got you here won't get you there. A round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. No, the second shift that I immediately, generally I run this program in 2 days. I'm going to give you in 20 minutes. Second shift that you really need in order for you to become a future leader is this. You got to be agile. All right. मैं ये केस बिल्ड कर रहा हूँ, C से कनेक्टेड है और A से एजाइल है, और मैं प्रॉमिस करता हूँ आपसे कि आपको रात को 3 बजे भी उठाएगा, आपको मेरी ये टॉक याद रहेगी इंशाल्लाह. सबसे पहले you got to be connected. 2, you got to be agile. आप में से कितने लोगों ने अपने आसपास ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को मरते देखा है? Raise your hand. If you've seen an organization dying, and you will agree with me that these organizations did not die overnight. Yes or no? It was a slow death. And the death occurred because the leader who built the organization, they were defending the past. And when I say defending the past, they were defending sometimes an idea that they were attached to it, or they were defending a practice that they were very close to, or they were defending a person that they got attached with. So don't get attached with the people. Attachment should be with the ideas. Attachment should be with the organizational future. So many times you continue defending the past. Agility means not necessarily that you are learning very fast. It is basically you are learning and unlearning very quick. Because I've noticed many organizations getting punished. And the punishment came not because they were not learning. Punishment came because they were not willing to unlearn, which was not working. And you might have seen so many examples, I don't need to repeat those examples. When leaders fail to adapt and show agility with the future, organizations begin to vanish. So my question to you is that if one of your premium products, it becomes irrelevant overnight. I repeat, if one of the most premium products that you currently have, it vanishes overnight, what is one thing that you will stop doing? And I want to reflect about it. What is one thing that you're doing which is making you a lot of money these days? It vanishes, becomes irrelevant. So what is it that you will immediately stop doing? My request is stop doing it now.